right, we have an AN. This one goes home to KB. Oh, we have, oh my God, you guys, we have a super. We have a super refractor. I am not kidding you. I am not kidding you. Holy shit. Holy shit. This is it. This is the moment. I wish you guys all the best of luck. I know that everybody's in here wants this. Good luck to all you guys. Let's do it. Let's see it. Oh! It's a remember the name. No way, you guys. It's a freaking remember the name. Oh my God, this is a 1 of 1 remember the name. You guys, you know how rare this is? You know how freaking rare this is? This is awesome. Oh my God, you guys. You guys, congratulations to all you guys in this break. You guys all have a shot at taking this guy home. So he's not numbered. He's not numbered, so he will be randomized. So all you guys have a shot. There he is, a 1 out of 1. Touched with just gloves. It's never been touched by a human finger. So let's get this in a top loader. That's number 0 going home to DK Sub. DK Sub, congratulations. You're walking away with a Bad Breath Seth Superfractor. This is awesome. Congratulations to you.
What are you looking at? So what's going on? I did that other video about the Superfractor. Fantastic, it's here and stuff. A little bit disheartened because the corner, I'm not quite sure, or I wasn't quite sure. I've done some investigations, but anyhow, and I sent that to another husband, but so he knows stuff. Anyhow, I bought this. Let me show you. I bought this thing right here. So this connects to my phone, so that I can real zoom in on things like at a crazy level. So what I want to do in this video, we're going to do a couple of tests. One of them is just to check the card and to show evidence of what the hell's going on with this card, right? And then the other thing is to see what this is like through my phone using the application Camera Hub, which is through my phone. I've got Camera Hub there, the Camera Hub app on my computer, so I'm transferring this over the Wi-Fi, which isn't too bad. I mean, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? And I want to see what it's like putting it through this, probably through the 150. Maybe we'll try the 200 macro, whatever that means. 200 times magnification. We could try that out and see what happens, right? But I've got to be careful. I can take this out of here, but I've got to keep it in the packaging because you pretty much have to you need to be near touching it. So I still need to protect it, really. But let's have a go. Let's see what happens. Let's test it out. Here we go. Here's the 200. I've got this thing on right now, look. See this? Okay, it's on there. I've got a magnet right there. Let's take that off. Okay, let's put this on, see what happens. You ready? Can't see nothing. Let's have a look at this. Oh, hang on, I can put the light on. Wait a minute. You ready? Watch this. There's a button just here. Press this button and hold it. There we go. Right, let's try this out now. You ready? Oh, that's the microphone. Look at that. That is the microphone right there. Oh, okay. So let's have a go. Let's just try this out. This is pretty cool. Look. Oh man, I could get some cool bloody background effects doing this. I could just do this, blend it together, and then I can have a nice cool sort of background. That's pretty cool, that. Right. I'm taking it out right now. I've got greasy fingers and everything, but I've got this on it still. So let's have a look. You ready? It's the top left corner that's the problem. So let's look at the bottom left corner first. Oh, hang on. There we go. Let's do it like that. Bottom left corner. Look at that. That's what the bottom left corner looks like. This is cool. This is super cool. This is. Check this out. Has anyone ever seen this close on a bloody Superfractor? How cool is that? And not only that, but... Oh, no, I'm on this. So let's try 3 times. No. 5, okay, that does the different camera. Okay, that's fine. Now, on the phone, using the first lens, you can do 2 times through the same lens, which means I can do 2 times through this, which is 200 times already. Anyhow, so bottom right corner, you ready? Let's do the bottom right corner. Bottom right corner, looking pretty good. What's that generally? You know, when you're at home. Top right corner, look at that for a start. Let's just look at that. That's what the 1 of 1 looks like, that close. How cool is that? Like, if they grade it based... I mean, if I saw that, I'd be like, well, that's definitely not a 10. What do they call it? You know, how'd you get a 10? Do you have to have it so clean it's unbelievable? Anyhow, look at that. So that's the top right corner, yeah? It looks like there's a gold palace. It's made out of gold palace. Right, so that's that. Are you ready? Now let's look at the top left corner. This is the corner I don't think's that great. Look! It's got a little lip thing going on. It's got a little lip thing going on. That's irritating. And not only that, but it looks like stitching, doesn't it? Doesn't that look like stitching? Right there. It actually looks like a mat. It looks like a... one of those fabric-y sort of mats. It's pretty cool. But that's not cool. What do you think? What do you think? Let's have a quick look over here. Let's just... Oh, look. Is that line part of that? I don't know. I've obviously got to give it a bit of a wipe and stuff before I send it off. With a... what do you call it? Has anyone ever seen it this close? Wow. Anyhow. So there you go. Super cool. Super cool. What do you think to that? That cost me $99. That is the Apexel Apexel 3-in-1 phone micro 5 kit. Okay? Pretty good. And that was the 200 times. What else are we going to do? I'll tell you what else we're going to do. We're going to put this back in here with its dishevelled corner. What is the possibility of what type of card this could be? Okay? As in, like, rating-wise. Because I want to send it to PSA. I don't care. I want to send it to PSA. I really don't stinking care. But my deal now is, what could this card be worth? Let's have a look. And what's the quality of the cards that have sold for, you know, if it's not been graded and you see it sold on eBay, how do you know how good the card is? How do they know how good it is? That's the $1 million question right there, okay? But let's have a little look. Let's go over and let us view. So, right, let's have a look, okay? This is what I'm comparing that card with. This is what I was comparing it with when I first won it, and I was like, what can I look up to see how much it went for? And, you know, this guy, Hilltop Hobbies, I don't care. I don't care who he is or whatever's going on. This sold for 6,200. That card. And that, I feel, is a comparable card, okay? And the reason I look at that as a comparable is because if I do just NND, okay, remember the name NND, and don't forget this card, it isn't actually PSA graded, okay? But let's have a quick look at it. Let's go to F11, and then let's see the original listing, and then let's see the corners. So look, that's that corner. That's not too bad actually. Does it look a little? It doesn't look as bad as the one I've got, okay? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You know, however that all works. So we've got that. Let's F11 back again, right? So let's have a look. We've got NND. So let's look at the prices for the base refractor of this card. $100. I'll round them all up, okay? $85. $85. I'm not including the shipping. $130. That's the highest. $130. Okay, so $130. $94. $66. Okay, right, $66. All right. So That's that. Now let's do Bad Breath Seth. And what is it? Is it I've forgotten how to do it. How do they do the bloody A? Okay, A hyphen. Let's do A hyphen. A hyphen. So let's look at the base refractor sold for this. $142.50. $150. $150. $150. $150. Less than $200. $220. $250. Actually, it's not even a comparable. It seems like this character's selling more than New Wave Dave, which I think's a bit weird because New Wave Dave is a really cool character. Like, really symbolises the 80s right there. That's the 80s right there. So that doesn't make sense to me. But Bad Breath Seth is a cool character. I did the gold rainbow of Bad Breath Seth from Chrome 2 because I think that character's so cool. It's almost like an Adam Bomb style, smoke everywhere kind of thing. I don't know why, but I just thought it was cool. So there you go. Who knows? But yeah. So this is the comparable, and it's almost like $50 more for the base refractor. These things exponentially change, don't they, as they go up in the different cards. So what's the deal there? I don't know. So I've got that bit of a thing going on in the corner. You saw it. What are your thoughts? Please, people, tell me your thoughts on that corner. I'm going to send it off to PSA. Let's have a look. So here is PSA's grading standards, okay? So what we got here? We got a 10. Attributes include 4 perfect... Let me zoom in a bit more. Attributes include 4 perfectly sharp corners, sharp focus, and full original gloss. Okay, so I don't need to read any more. Centering and all that sort of jazz. I don't know. The centering looks absolutely amazing on that card. I think it's just a fraction just to the left. I think it's within the percentage as far as I'm concerned. Anyhow, I don't think it's a 10. Let's have a look at the next one down. What is a 9? Superb condition card that exhibits only one of the following minor flaws: a very slight wax stain on reverse, a minor printing imperfection, or slightly off-white border. So that doesn't reference corners at all. I've got a feeling that this might be an 8, because it says here, upon closer inspection, the card can exhibit the following: a very slight wax stain on reverse, don't care about wax stains, slightest fraying at 1 or 2 corners. I think this might come back to PSA 8, but what are your thoughts on me sending it off? Do you think that I should send it off? I've given you all of the details right there. That is right there. What do you think? What do you think to the phone? I think that the way that I did that thing, that was bloody awesome. I definitely have to look at some other cards, surely. And I think that when it comes to putting a little pack together to send off to PSA, I'm going to have a word with another Hollis build. I'm going to have a word with another Hollis build, right? And maybe even Sal. Might even get Sal on it. I don't know. If we can get like a little pack together and just send a few cards off. And then when it comes to me, I'll open the box up and then I'd turn it. I'd make sure that I could see just the back. And then from there, I could then look at the backs to see which cards are mine. And then pull those out and then leave the others in the box. And I wouldn't know what to do. I'd have to take that box over to another Hollis, and then he could, like, looking at the back of his, know which cards are his, and like that way, none of us will have seen any of the fronts to know what the grading is. Like, that'd be maybe how you do it. I don't know, but I'd want to keep it legit. I don't want to know what their cards are. I want to enjoy that on their channel if they do it. That'd be super cool. Anyhow, I'll leave it there. That's it for this. But there we go. We've had the Superfractor. You've seen it. We've now seen it close up. You've got my thoughts. This is what's going on in my head as to what is the possibilities, and that's it. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.